welcome back to the Fourth Estate Militia Actual Play. With Juliet unavailable due to the soul crushing realities of real life and moving into a new home, it's just our beloved GM Pickled Pops, Improv, Horatio, and Kennel at the table. But with the spirit of our paranoid murder hobo beside us, the team breaches the main hatch into the sealed environment of a grow lab in the plastic jungles. Do they find the fabled hydroponics grow equipment? Do they find a vampire? Do they accomplish anything other than giving Improv a headache? Of course not. But Improv does build a ladder, Kennel experiences some body image issues, and Horatio admits to eating butterfly wings. It's time to begin episode 37. So, like a kangaroo with an AK.
I have an idea of how I can breadcrumb your way into next week.
All right, for the agriculture thing, right? I basically did Blade 2, right?
Yeah, you made
Yes.
the UV bombs from
Yeah.
the flashbacks.
All
And
I
then
need
you
to
also
do now
considered
is make
retro.
Retro 2. All I need to do now is make some hand loads that are little UV bullets, right? No, sorry.
I fucking love that.
All right, well, we retro the whole place and toss UV nades, and and we all have the flash packs, right? So we'll each wear a flash pack on ourselves, front and back,
Yeah, you had modified
and
them
just
for
have them
belt
on.
buckle flashbacks.
Yeah, that emit on the UV, and I jury rigged them up to be taped to a vibro sword battery, so they'll last a bit longer.
I mean, I'll get a flash shield if you want to do that, and then I can move through with a flash shield and a machine pistol.
You know what you could get? You could get the Nightshade Tux or whatever. You know, the one that comes with pulse weave in it.
Oh god. Storming a plastic jungle's abandoned research hydroponics place in a fucking tuxedo. I love it.
Well, we do need to get, I mean, if we're going to be real gangsters, right? We eventually do need to get some good threads so that we look like bosses.
Well, I think for now the flashbacks will be okay because we'll each have a couple of them on, so it's going to be hard for the things to get close to us because they're going to be allergies. There'll be UV nades. We have good bullets. Hopefully, a lot of them will be dead because they don't have gas masks.
Oh, and you lined my throwing knives with silver, I believe. Or we at
Oh, I
least
did.
talked
That's
about it. I
right.
think you did.
Well, yeah, because I have a chemistry facility, so I did some CVD.
Oh, and they generally don't have armor, so my hollow points would actually be decent
Have
for
you been
once.
waiting 12 sessions to say that? Oh
I
man.
love hollow points. They're so trash.
Well, since we don't know what kind of HMHVV thing this is, do we have the retro right now? Because we were talking about filling the place, flooding it since there were the
No.
2 intake fans. I don't remember if we tried to get the gas yet.
Yeah, you've rolled for the gas, so you have the gas.
What more do we, planning wise, do we want to do? We were talking about either loop guru or full vampire, but we thought it was a ghoul based on her symptoms. And it was also she got infected
Yeah.
through a cut, like a claw
Yeah.
scratch.
Well, if we're concerned about vampire, I would like some garlic.
I had that on my
Right.
list of stuff to get.
That totally works, right?
I was thinking about going full on, Tom Cruise and Legend and maybe get a big reflective piece of metal or a mirror and try to angle sunlight because we're doing this during the day, none of this nighttime stuff. And try to angle some
Ooh,
sunlight into the building.
I'll just wear my mirror shades.
Perfect.
That'll get it. Then they won't be able to see me because they can't see their reflection, right?
We could also try to cheese the system and just get some fiber optic cables and run it from outside to inside and point the outside one at the sun and have the inside and it's a flashlight. Or we can just kick in the door and throw in the blade grenades and shoot everything.
I like that one better because first we'll gas everything through the circulation system.
I already said that was something you could do. Like you guys already made enough to do it. So let's do this. If you guys are happy with your plan.
Yeah, it's good enough.
It's thematically fitting.
All right, so how are you getting into the bunker? I'm sorry, the shaman was going to let you in. You guys
Okay.
helping them out. They agreed to let you in.
Yeah, everyone hit your antidote patch just in case. Also, would they be able to show us where the air circulatory stuff is?
Oh, right. You guys had found that beforehand.
Yeah.
I think that's how I got my fly spy in there, right?
No, you'd found an area of where a entrance had rusted away, like just a hole, and you'd flew it through.
We'll drive him back over there. Let Improv do her thing with the air filtration.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna hook up the thing and turn it on. Then Improv's gonna look at you guys and say, Make sure you always have your gas masks on, like all the time, because if you breathe this in, you'll probably break your own spine, and then you'll die because you can't breathe because your lungs are paralyzed. Okay?
Gas tougher than me, and then you put
Um,
a gas mask on.
yeah. Like maybe not, but good. Good. You're doing that because chemistry is pretty good. And she'll put her own mask on.
So, improv, what does your gas mask look like?
I would imagine it doesn't look very impressive because she's probably built it herself, but it's the kind of thing where like even if it doesn't look impressive, it is because she knows exactly it's not like the mass produced kind of, one that fits the standard pattern that has to fit everyone's face. So maybe it doesn't seal super great. So it's probably made out of like reclaimed rubber that she's made in the shop. And then it probably has like a lot of like holding wires and like strings and little bits of salvage on it that like make it up. But like all of that comes together to make a very effective, well sealing mask, right?
Okay. What about you, Horatio?
Well, he has the custom ballistic mask. It's in the fashion of like those Mexican Day of the Dead skulls. So it's pure white, but then it has all kinds of little symbols that have been painted on it, either in black or red or gold. The teeth are all gold.
Kettle.
So basically, his mask is it's a black and slightly less dark black with some smudged, almost gray colors around the edges, and has like ski goggles for the eyepiece and the Bane mouthpiece for the front of the mask.
Okay. So, you actually have to climb up on top of this area. How are you getting up there, improv?
Uh,
Oh, you should let Kennel throw you.
Yo, I've been working out. I got
Um,
this. And he'll start stretching his arms. All right. You wearing a belt? I'll just grab your belt. I'll just fling you. Okay, ready? I've been learning how to do that spinning thing like they do at the Olympians every what is that? Every 5 years they have those. Yeah, those things.
can Kennel just carry me up along with a tank of incredibly lethal nerve gas?
You can try.
I mean, he's better at climbing than I am. That's all I'm gonna say. Or if he can just climb up the side and hammer a rope into the side, I can do that. Climbing's not my thing.
Didn't we all buy climbing kits when we were getting the Matrix antenna thing for the Crimson Crush?
Yes. If you don't have
Yeah,
it, make sure
there
it's
we
on
are.
your sheet.
Yeah, I have climbing gear there.
Okay, I was just gonna build a ladder. Can I build a ladder?
Oh.
Yes, it's gonna have to be a very large ladder. It's about 25 feet up.
Only if it has
All right, I
self-destruct.
can make that out of trash. I mean, it's probably not gonna work after one go. I'm gonna be real honest. Hey,
Are you happy with that amount of successes?
this is a single test, right? Not extended.
You can do this extended. That's fine.
Okay. I think she'd say that that's good enough. You guys would see she would have made this out of salvage that's nearby, and she'd be like, this thing will probably work at least once, but don't step on it because both of you are too heavy, and then you might break the canister open, then everybody dies. That'd be really bad for us.
Oh,
Well-
you hear that, Kennel? She just called you fat.
No. I mean, have you ever heard of the square cube law? No. I mean, what? Right?
Well, yeah, I mean,
He nods like,
because if it was a circle cube, wouldn't that make it a ball?
Well, I mean, kind of. What I'm saying is, you're a lot bigger, so you're heavier. If you step
You
on
mean
this,
like,
you'll probably fall and die.
okay.
Wait, there's a law about that. If you big, you got to be heavy. I mean, man, this is just proving
What?
them politicians hate us trolls, making a law about this Drek.
Been
Well, I
telling
mean-
you that for years.
Okay.
Which tells you how true it is, because we've only known each other for like 4.5 months. Keep preaching, brother.
That's why it was so important that they tried to pass Proposition 732.
Wait, 732. I is that like a joke? Are you trying? You seriously called me fat? I only weigh 720 pounds. Thank you. 732. Like I got 12 extra pounds on me.
No, that was. Never mind.
All right, so this is what we can do. All right, so we're gonna climb up on the roof. Yeah, is that what we're gonna do?
Yeah. Well. I mean, you can if you want. I'm going to use this ladder.
Oh man, I thought you were gonna make another grappling hook. That thing was fun. I mean, up until it broke, but that was cool. You gotta admit.
I can
threw
hammer a
that thing.
rope in there if you want.
Wait, is this ladder gonna explode?
Well, I mean, I can make it explode.
He's just gonna look at Horatio and give like a palms up shrug. Like, eh?
I'm going to go stand about 10 feet farther back and try and get something between me and the ladder.
So again, as like, what do you make this out of? How does she put this together? Does she like just find like rebar and or
Yeah,
something? Or
rebar, maybe twine some of the stalks together. That shit can be pretty tough. Use that for rope. Maybe there's like a sheet of metal here that you can break into some strips, some rocks. There's some dirt. Leaves, wire, plastic.
okay,
Right?
so,
Like,
so it's literally just cobbled together with whatever she can find.
oh yeah, everything she uses is cobbled together from whatever she can find. That's how this works.
Yeah, let's not go ask the tribe that we're helping if I could borrow a ladder. Let's just build my own.
Dudes, yo, what if we steal one of them firemen truck? They got one of them. They got ladders on the top of those.
I'll be fine with this ladder. Don't worry.
Oh, then we could totally charge people, like could set their place on fire, and then charge them to put it out. Good idea. That's using your noggin.
Yeah,
Oh, we're gonna copy the Roman method.
exactly like the Roman
As I said,
method.
improv with your makeshift ladder. Make me a climbing check.
All right.
I will be at the base of the
Alright.
ladder waiting to catch Improv should she fall.
She doesn't glitch. Improv, you climb up there. You see this series of several different fans, all of them sucking air in. Now, do you carry this tank up there with you?
Can I wear like a
Or-
backpack?
Yeah, you just hook it up and let it go.
Basically.
We had already confirmed that both of the fans were blowing in to create a high oxygen, high pressure zone inside the building.
Yes. So you dump this stuff in there. It empties out. Like, how many tanks do you have? Do you have just the one? Did you guys bring multiples?
We definitely could have brought multiples. I would have made as much as possible. It's going to be however much you say I could have brought. It's entirely up to you.
We'll just say like 4 or 5 full propane tanks.
Sure.
So it all filters through. Do you guys go inside then?
I think so. Would we also be able to send the fly spy in again? Because remember, we're all tacked, so we're gonna have like a nice 3D wireframe model of the inside.
That's a good idea. It's
Or
kind
we-
of
or we
windy
can
in there
try
though, so it kind of made my shoulders a little sore. But I'll do it.
You're able to get in there. Now, do you just scout around, or do you just have it just kind of hang out on its own?
No, I'm flying around in there. I'm gonna scout a bit and look around.
All right. Well, you didn't see them originally, or you didn't see something in here originally. When you fly in, after probably a minute or two, you see multiple shapes or things fall out of the trees that are about 3 feet tall, 3.5 feet tall.
Drop bears.
Yeah, they all fall out of the trees.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yo, are those like giant apples or something? I heard apples grow in trees.
No, only crab apples.
Oh, yo, do they have pinchers?
Oh, well, look. Do they have pinchers?
They have claws
These
and
things
very
got
long
claws.
teeth, and their furs. Yeah, their furs are really dark black with like little white tufts at their ears.
Oh, they're kind of cute.
A bunch of them are like rolling around in obvious pain, but every now and then, like you'll see one that's like it's just kind of laying there, absent-mindedly gnawing on some sort of a rounded leaf that's still in its mouth, but very slowly.
All right, so we'll take this guy. Can I use the tag action?
Yeah,
Never mind. My computer is not good enough.
It's possible I could do it if you let me do it through the PyTac link. Usually you need
Oh,
direct
yeah.
physical line of sight, but it's up to you.
no, it would make sense through the PyTac. Like at least like you could pull up the AR feed of it. Like Horatio jumps out, you pull up the AR feed, and
Okay.
just tag it that way. That would make sense. Kennel, you actually do not recognize these things. They look similar to. Do you have zoology? Just normal zoology?
Yes.
They look a lot like koalas, but their fur's black instead of gray. Their claws are a lot longer. They actually have some teeth, the rounded molars that koalas tend to have.
Yo, guys, yo. I think he's gonna start patting himself all over. Did we travel through a wormhole? Cause these things look like them koala bears, and they're only found in Australia, which is like, I know it's like a couple 100 miles away from here.
I don't think so. But I mean, are they dead? That's kind of what matters.
Well, there's one that's still chewing something. So I mean,
Oh,
I
shoot
don't know
that
how
one first.
I don't know how Australian animals die, but maybe.
Well, I mean, shoot that one first then. If it's
Alright.
not dead.
And Horatio, did you have an olfactory sensor?
Nope.
I think it was an atmosphere sensor.
Yeah,
Okay.
something had to give.
Yeah, you only see a handful that appear to be dead. The rest appear to be either be paralyzed or unconscious.
All right, boyos, let's be like kangaroos and stomp, but only with bullets. So like a kangaroo with an AK.
Wait, yo, I bought a boomerang. If we're going to be like kangaroos, I could use a boomerang.
Oh, whiz.
So, so who's going in?
Well, I think I'll go in first. We'll try to be a little sneaky.
After we pop our antidote patches.
Yep.
The gas masks come on once again as you're walking inside. The fairly pale shaman that you had met before, he meets you. Like he sees you walk in, he comes up to meet you and guides you off to an old bunker. Above it, looks like something was painted on here, but it's hard to read anymore. Most of it's been rubbed off. All it is like little flakes and scraps above the doorway. He folds down an old cyber terminal, puts in a like it actually still like has like a physical keyboard. He types in something, slides it closed again as the door very slowly and loudly parts open, only maybe 3 or 4 feet. Kendall, you'd be able to fit, but it's going to be you could have to squeeze in.
I will think skinny thoughts. Wait, we still have to get the equipment out of here too. Is this like a regular door or is this like a loading door that's just not opening up?
It's more of like a blast door that's just not opening up fully.
Okay, so it's like a pocket door kind of slider. If I can, I would like to push on it to see if I can get it open a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
But with one hit on 15 dice, I'll take that as a no.
Forcing this door open because it's very rusted and coated over. Forcing this door open may cause it to stay open. So if there's something in there, like if there's something in there that they don't want out, that may be a bad idea.
Can we ask them to like hold on the door, ready to shoot monsters that come through?
Just because something got horns, don't make it no monster. Kenna will point to his own horns.
The shaman's like, I could stay here. He goes, most everybody else is going to be working or doing something else. I can put up a barrier, but that's about all I can do.
Okay, what I can do is around the door, I'm gonna put two of our UV nades, and I'm gonna set up like a wire, like a trap. If that makes sense.
Yeah, just make me a demolitions check. So you take a minute and set up the strip wire. You see the shaman like after you guys walk in, take a deep breath, and he just kind of holds his hands out, and nothing happens. And then he kind of stuffs them in his pocket. He's like, "Okay, we're good. Go on now. I'll keep it up."
Kendall's gonna wave his arms in front of him, like when you're walking at night and it's pitch black in your house and you can't quite remember where the wall is. He's gonna do that and take a step forward. Yo, did I walk through it, or do you have to open a door for it? Like, how do we go through this?
Oh no. He smiles. He's like, "No, it only affects it only affects things that are magic."
Yo, Horatio, it's a good thing we didn't buy them magic wands to be, wizard people, because then we wouldn't be able to go through this.
You do realize that's not how. Never mind. Just
hey,
go on.
yo, I watched the Odd Coven, yo. I saw the Carl Combat Mage crossover episode where that little kid found his magic wand, and then the little kid was like shooting lightning bolts and making people turn into dinosaurs. It's cool. Yo, we aren't going to tell no one. Don't worry. We'll keep the secret. We're cool. like that. And he'll actually put a big
That
troll.
was a great episode.
He'll put a big troll fist out for a fist bump from the shaman.
Yeah, he'll put his fingers to the bridge of his nose, like, "Oh my god, really?" And then give you a fist bump.
Yeah, that's right. All the meadows working together.
Yo, Horatio, that's the first wizard person I ever done gave a fist bump to, yo. And let me tell you, every time I see somebody on a Dodge Scoot, I always go up and ask if they is some kind of wizard, and they always say nah. So this is like the first real one I done met.
Probably just liars. I saw this one elf, when somebody went up to him, then he just blasted them all with lightning.
Well, yeah, but did he say whether he was a mage or not, like a wizard guy?
I don't know, I didn't ask.
Yeah, man. Anybody got a taser that can shoot out lightning? I don't want to ask him if they're a wizard too. That sounds dangerous.
Well, I got all the magic I need right here. Then he holds up the AK. Gold makes it more accurate.
Oh, did you get that aura chalcum stuff put on there?
Nah.
Yo, are you gonna?
I found out that's really expensive.
I mean, I could chip in like 100 new yen if you short. I mean, I don't mind. Yo, improv. You gonna
No,
chip in
it's
100 so we can
like
put the aura chalclum stuff on his guns? Then he can shoot like lightning bolts and.
That won't. Uh, okay,
yeah, I'm saving that for when I'm king of the barons.
right.
Right? It's
Yeah.
part of the prophecy.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
okay.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. Well, let's do this. So who would?
I described this last time, but walking in here, there's pretty much no light outside of. Well, you'll occasionally you'll see some blue shine through the canopy of this place.
Yep, I've got a thermal flashlight in my forearm guard, so I will kick that on. So anybody with thermal, it'll help a little bit.
Okay. When you walk in here, it's a stark contrast to probably anything that you guys have seen elsewhere. You go from, man, outside there, like it's more like grasslands and deciduous forest. This is a full-on jungle. There are tall trees overhead. There's a lot of underbrush and ferns and bushes that are growing up out of every which way. There are numerous insects that you guys actually see that range from being the gray and black to even brighter colors. Kindle, they're bugs. Most people eat bugs these days.
Yo,
Okay.
Horatio, I'm not sure for certain, but I'm pretty sure they use some of these butterflies when they make that breakfast cereal you eat.
What? I ain't eating bugs.
No, man, it's just
No,
it's just the wings.
That's filled with
They just dry it out and they just use it as a powder. You know, it's all good. It's all good. It's tasty.
it's specially genetically engineered corn with the hybrid soy paste,
Well, yeah, but
and
the thing is,
it's packed with mycoproteins and pre-vitamins.
yeah, but improv was teaching me that when they put corn on something, but they put like the quote marks around it, so it's and he does the finger quotes corn. It ain't always really corn. Like sometimes they just call it corn. Like they call it like corn with a C instead. You understand?
No, they can't do that. They can't lie.
Well, no, that's only if they put it on the matrix. They can't lie.
Okay.
He'll look at improv. Is that true?
She's trying to think of how to answer this. It depends. It depends where you're looking.
I mean, it's still delicious. I'm still going to eat it. And they've got a sale on it every Monday, so you can start your week off right.
I'm sorry. I suddenly realized why it is that improv prefers to be left alone in a laboratory.
Yeah, it's just easier.
Oh gosh, she doesn't have to answer these kind of questions. Oh my.
All right, we'll start to sneak forward.
Hey, should I start throwing some grenades in there?
As you guys begin making your way, occasionally you'll find one of the koala-looking things laying on the floor, either already dead and not moving, or still breathing, staring at you absent-mindedly, like chewing on eucalyptus.
We shoot all of them. If they're dead, if they're moving, doesn't matter. It's getting shot.
Okay.
Nice.
And these are explosive rounds because I don't have APDS.
You use a point of common sense here.
Oh, I know what that's for.
Do you want to use a point of common sense?
Yeah, we'll swap to the hollow point because we talked about that.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. But yeah, they die easy enough. None of them seem to bleed on you or anything. But actually all of you, can you make me a perception check, please? As you guys begin making your way through, you end up dropping maybe 10 or 15 of these guys. As you get close to a clearing, there's a whole bunch of them, probably 10, just kind of laying in a pile. They actually seem to still be alive, but they're obviously not able to move. So I assume you go ahead and shoot them.
Oh yeah.
Yo, hang on. What if like I saw this in a trid once? What if like we start shooting them and then like they all start sucking together as like one giant koala monster?
What?
What was it called? It was Voltown, Voltorn, something like that. But they all sucked together and made like one giant one.
Well, but I mean that's why we're killing them one by one right now, so that they don't do that.
I tell you, that's why you the smart one. Is because you smart, girl.
Wait. Hear me out now. I know this is going to be a little crazy. You know how we're going to have like our fight club soon? Now what if, just hear me out. What if we take one of them back alive so that we can use it in the pits, and then the losers get turned into ghouls, and then we have ghouls to make people fight?
That I don't know about you, but I don't want to be around HMHVV. I've seen too many people get eaten.
So you remember when I borrowed one of the gophers from the red wires from our crew, and when it came back, it had a new tire on the back, and I said how I just got a flat because I must have driven over a nail or something. When I said flat, I kind of meant that Drogon, my hellhound, he was having a bad day and he breathed fire on the truck and he kind of exploded the tire and I just had it repaired real quick so you wouldn't get angry at me. See, that's the problem. Is even when you train these animals right, sometimes they have a bad day and they set your borrowed truck on fire. Um, Given that these things could turn you into people eaters.
Well, what if improv implants a bomb in it, right?
Um,
And then if it gets loose, kaboom!
it's a lot easier to just use animals. I'm just saying.
Wait, if you put a brain bomb in that like you used to have, does that mean it could help you in all that Matrix stuff you do?
Probably not. It's not smart enough. Ghouls are real dumb. Also they have trouble working with the Matrix because, have you ever seen street shamans try to use cyberdex? It doesn't work.
Kendall's gonna look back at the door where the shaman is. I can't tell if he got a cyber deck on him. I don't know.
Oh no, he doesn't. If he did, we'd kill him and take it. It'd be worth a lot more than this stuff.
He's just going to point at improv. I told you, Horatio, she's smart. She's speaking truth over here.
Yeah, but what if he had one of those bombs?
I can disarm other people's bombs, not my own, so you can't force me to disarm my own, but I can disarm other ones.
I'm gonna make a note of that. I find somebody with a bomb in their head, I'm gonna call you, girl.
Okay.
Mr. GM, with 5 hits on a sci-fi and fantasy trids check. Excuse me, with 3 hits on a sci-fi and fantasy trids check. Have I seen anything like this in one of the recent trid movies I've watched while completely high off my mind on drugs?
Like just the claws and teeth.
Just like there's a big pile of them and like in the middle of the room, and we're about to come up and start shooting them, and fully accepting that Kendall generally watches movies when he is high as a kite. Have I seen any movies that have a scene similar to this?
Yes, there was one previously. It was actually based in Australia, and a similar thing had happened, like where these man-eating koalas had all like they killed like they'd been infecting a whole bunch of people with some sort of virus, like where they would just eventually die and would come back as zombies, right? So they ended up killing all these zombies and eventually killed all the koalas. And while the koalas were sitting there, they shot them all, and out of these koalas, they exploded, right? And out came out all these 2 and 3 foot wide butterflies that then came out and started eating all the people who were shooting them. And the butterflies were moving so fast that it was really hard to shoot them. So all the heroes, all except for one, got away. And the main hero got away because he set the whole forest on fire.
I mean, if you guys have any regular grenades, might as well just toss one of those into the pile.
Yo, look what's going to happen if we do this. Look what's going to happen.
Can't you just like toss a bomb in there and kill them all?
You know what? They did not address that in the movie, but yeah, we can give it a shot, baby. I got you. He's going to heft a flashbang first. Should we do a little? I mean, like, I don't want to blow up this farming equipment. That's what we're here for. But if you want to do the big kaboom, oh yeah, let's do this.
I mean, how close is the important equipment?
So far, you have yet to see any.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're using like a frag or something, it's not going to damage anything.
All right, so yeah, you're able to throw it in there where you want it to be. Now, do you guys take cover when she's going to explode this? Or
Yes.
Yeah, well, as long as we're 9 meters away, we're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say we
so
would.
it explodes. It sends
Yeah.
out chunks everywhere. The poor little drop bears go from being well in pain and paralyzed. Now they're just in pieces.
Yay.
And the little eucalyptus grove that was here, most of it ends up falling over or getting torn to shreds.
Horatio's gonna laugh somewhat maniacally.
A short episode this week, as I currently have a house guest and limited time to record. Of course, this kind gentleman from the cast might have his own things to say. See you next week.